Any kind of human inequality, injustice, unfairness, and other bad behaviors can be essentially considered to be not good but bad, counterproductive, and evil of ourselves, including our development and the subsequent exercise of arrogance, ego, ignorance, pride, vanity, wealth, riches, indignity, and basically stagnation are all bad behaviors in one way or another, particularly from the modern, educated, liberal, open minded kind of people who claim to have conquered a lot of behavioral standards and ethical knowledge in their lives, but ultimately all they execute and exercise is arrogance, pride, ego, vanity, wealth, riches, possessions, and an insurmountable, unbearable sense of superiority, which is based on appearance, and ignorance and superficiality, and which is not real at all because the modern people's sense of superiority is neither talented nor skilled because it's not based on talent, knowledge, character, intelligence, morality, mindset, dignity, greatness, understanding, compassion, etc. So that's how this differentiation works out. And any and all kinds of inequality is essentially harmful, not just for the human beings and citizens of the society of the world, but inequality, injustice, discrimination, disequilibrium, partially from the governments, politicians, leaders, and from organizations, institutions in the society directly harms the overall individual and collective growth and threatens collective unity, reverts or basically interrupts and interferes with collective harmony, unity, societal, basically happiness and international harmony, and happiness is also thwarted. And that means any and all kinds of equality is a direct threat to the societal architecture and the survival of humanity in the future. So we cannot afford to exercise any inequality, injustice, partiality, or discrimination, at least in our individual and collective behaviors towards each other. We had to be able to treat the one another with absolute and unconditional sense of reciprocity and mutual behavior, respect, kindness, character, understanding, compassion at every step of the way because that's who we are, that's what we do as humanity, and that's how we're only going to survive into the far future as a society, as a humanity or people. Otherwise, we don't survive. And obviously, we also have to fight against and rebel against the governments and politicians and leaders and organizations, injustice, inequalities, discriminations, because that is also unaffordable and unacceptable and unjustifiable considering we have voted for all these organizations and politics and governments. We have voted, supported, and paved the way for all that, which is now happening to ourselves. And that's why it's unfair, unjust, and unacceptable. And we had to rebel against all that. And inequality